Today, we are going to talk about a secret, a hidden network inside your own body that connects things you'd never think were connected. And honestly, it might just be the key to understanding some of those aches and pains that just never seem to go away. You know that little click, that pop you feel in your jaw when you yawn really big or you're chewing something? Yeah, most of us just kind of ignore it. I mean, it seems so small, right? Just a little local annoyance. But what if it's not? What if that tiny click is actually a warning light from your body's entire operating system? And I know this is going to sound a little out there, but what if that clicking jaw is the real reason you've got that nagging pain in your neck or your shoulders or even your lower back? Stick with me because today we are going to show you exactly how that's possible. So first up, let's look at what I call the jaw's ripple effect, how a tiny problem that starts in this one little joint can actually send waves of trouble through your entire body. It all starts with something super common called bruxism. Fancy word, but all it means is grinding or clenching your teeth. And you might be doing it right now, out of stress, or maybe you do it in your sleep and don't even know it. But this isn't just bad for your teeth. It's the first domino to fall. So, how does this whole thing escalate? Well, when you clench, your jaw muscles, which are incredibly powerful by the way, they go into this long spasm. As a reaction, the muscles in your neck immediately tighten up to try and protect them. But if that tension keeps going, that chain reaction just keeps propagating down your back, creating this cascade of tightness and pain. Okay, but wait a minute. This brings up a huge question, right? I mean, these bones aren't directly touching each other. So what's the deal? What is the physical stuff, the actual hidden network, that lets a spasm in your jaw cause a problem all the way down in your spine? To answer that, we have to basically throw out the old way of looking at the human body and really embrace this new, interconnected reality. We have to look way beyond just isolated muscles. For literally centuries, the way we learned anatomy was by looking at individual muscles, one by one. It was like thinking our body is just a bag of spare parts. But now we know the reality is so much more elegant. Your body isn't a collection of separate pieces. It's a single, continuous, interconnected web of tissue called fascia. And this fascial web, it's absolutely incredible. It's not just some passive plastic wrap holding your muscles together. No way. It is your body's richest sensory organ. It's packed with nerve endings, constantly feeding information back to your brain. It's what distributes strain, like that tension from your jaw, across the whole system. It literally gives you your shape. And get this, it holds the history of every injury you've ever had. Okay, so if fascia is the network, how in the world do we map it? Well, lucky for us, there's a brilliant model for that. Let's take a look at something called anatomy trains. Think of anatomy trains as, well, train lines. They are these lines of tension that run all the way through your body. And they perfectly explain how a problem in one spot, like, say, a stuck brake on one train car, can create a drag on the entire train, showing up in a totally different part of the body. This is our roadmap. And for the story we're telling today, there is one line that is more important than all the others. It's called the deep front line. This is basically your body's deep central core, and it connects, well, pretty much everything. So let's trace it. Our journey starts way down at the bottom, deep inside the foot. This continuous line of fascia actually begins in the muscles that hold up your inner arch. Okay, so from the foot, it snakes its way right up the inside of the leg, connecting directly into the deep muscles of your hip and your pelvis. In other words, your body's deep core. And here it is, this is where it all comes together. From that deep core, this single, uninterrupted line of fascia continues all the way up the front of your spine, past your diaphragm, and connects directly to the muscles of your jaw and even your tongue. It's a direct physical superhighway. So we have the map, we can see the physical connection. But is there any hard science, any real proof that this connection actually works as a single unit? Oh, absolutely. Let's look at the research. And yeah, this isn't just some cool theory someone dreamed up. Multiple studies have now shown, without a doubt, a direct functional relationship between how stable your core is and how freely your jaw can move. I mean, listen to this quote from a 2023 study. It says it all perfectly. Researchers found that the weaker a person's core stability was, the more restricted their jaw movement became. It's that simple. They are two ends of the very same functional rope. And this is about so much more than just pain. For anyone who moves their body, so everyone, this connection is critical. The position of your jaw can actually change which muscles turn on throughout your body. Your bite force is directly linked to your overall strength.
A messed up jaw can limit how well you run, throw off your balance, and even restrict how you breathe.
So, what's the big takeaway from all this? What are we supposed to do with this information? Well, it leads us to a really simple but kind of revolutionary conclusion. We have to start treating the whole system.
Here's the bottom line. We have to stop thinking of these as separate problems. Your jaw stiffness isn't just a dental issue. Your back pain isn't just a spine issue. They are all just different symptoms of a larger pattern. They're all part of the same interconnected story that's written in your body.
True, lasting relief and seriously better performance, it only comes when you zoom out, look at the big picture, and start treating the body as the single, beautifully complex, integrated system that it actually is. Which really just leaves us with one last, kind of fascinating question. If a problem in your jaw can be felt in your back, and a weakness in your core can be measured in your jaw, then where does your body's story truly begin?